Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Splash Bros video. In today's episode, we have Starlight here with us. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, brothers?
So, so today he is going to use this deck that he just shared with the clan. It's, this Golem Beatdown deck. He's trying to go against the Pekka Ram Rider, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to beat Pekka Ram Rider mostly.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so he's going to go into some GCs, because this is the deck that he might be using in the 20-win challenge. So, Starlight, go ahead and go into a GC match.
Yeah, okay, I'm searching. One thing I'd like to mention about this deck is that I used this deck to get 28th in the last global tournament. I'm in a match.
Alright, we good. Oh, and he basically just began, so we Gucci. Alright, sorry about that, guys.
The bridge man, by the way. This is a perfect example.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see you go to work, Starlight.
Okay, so right now I'm just going to want to get as many like DPS cards as possible, so because he did mess up at the beginning, I got a lot of value out of his... He spent way too much elixir than he should have, and basically it allowed me to get a golem down, and he basically can't even defend against this. I'm just going to let this go at this point.
Sure.
I'm trying to think about whether or not... So in this situation, you really don't want to overextend on elixir, so I might want to just snowball, just to cycle back to another golem.
For sure.
And since he just used his battle ram, like he basically just used both of his win condition cards, I'm just going to cycle right here, not even care about what he's going to do with that miner, and put down a golem. This guy's using a really interesting deck. This is not meta by any means, but it's good practice for the real target, which is Pekka Ram Rider.
For sure.
So right now we're just going to defend. Really interesting what my hunter just did right there.
Yeah, just decided to do nothing.
Just decided to go right in front of the golem, which is not what we want at all. But we are going to be able to get a little bit of a push going right here.
Yeah, you cycle right back to it.
Yeah. So right now we're just going to take advantage of the fact that he doesn't have any elixir right now. And this should be tower and game.
Dude, awesome. Extremely well played, man. Yeah, this like Pekka deck with the Ram Rider, it's like a super good split lane kind of push deck, you know? So even with the Battle Ram, it's the same kind of deal. You played that really well. Yeah. But
the fact that we have Snowball and Log in the deck, Ram Rider can't do anything. So.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. That's awesome, well played, man. So first win W with the GC with this deck.
Right, and then looking for another one.
Alright, I see. You're going in right now.
Yep.
So are you pretty excited about it? About the 21 challenge?
Yes, I am. I've been waiting a long time for this. So right now, so he starts off right with a bandit. I have guards to respond. Normally, I'm like this deck has hunter, guards, and prince. So you're always gonna have a potential something to stop bandit like first play like that.
Yeah, because you got like the ground troops.
Right, and it looks like. Actually, right here, I'm just going to go ahead and lightning. And the reason for this is because I know I can play defense against any bridge spam deck. Like, I'm actually very comfortable with them coming onto my side with this deck. So, oh yeah, this is a perfect example.
Here we go.
This is a perfect example right here.
Yeah, Log plus the Prince totally killed it.
Didn't even need the snowball. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let the Elixir Wizard right here go, because otherwise I'd be even further down on Elixir.
For sure.
Because that Lightning, like, although it did, you know, it was kind of necessary because I had nothing else to play, it did put me down in Elixir, so don't want to overextend. And that just told me that we are now at the same Elixir. Obviously, because I'm counting Elixir right now. Because as soon as he played that Barbell, that means I'm max Elixir, and I was at 8, and he played a 2 Elixir card. And right here, I think I'm going to want to take advantage of this lightning. I don't know why he's giving me this lightning value right now.
Yeah, 100%.
And then I'm going to want to snowball this. Wasn't fast enough, but we should be able to get a good counter push going right here.
I'm actually pretty curious. A lot of people say to like not use the golem before double elixir, but you seem pretty confident using
against bridge spam. Against certain match, it depends on the matchup. If they're using bridge spam and I know I have an elixir lead, or if I know that he doesn't have any of his win condition cards in cycle, I'm going to Golem. I do not care what they have to offer me because of the fact that, because of this deck being guards, log, and like it basically you know, bridge spam can't do anything to this deck. So
even if they try to like split lane push you, you think that like after playing a golem, you have enough elixir to
defend against 3 elixir guards and two elixir spells. Yeah, I'm chilling at that point. Right here, I'm gonna try to see if I can use my lightning. Because he did just use his. Okay, so right here, I'm just gonna do this defend. He did just use his. Okay, that was a really dumb bar barrel. And right here, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and let that go.
Okay.
Because that's not gonna take my tower, and yeah. So, I might want to block this though.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome defense, man.
It looks like we created the 3 crown right here too.
Yeah, for sure.
Close. Will we get it? Will we get it?
Yes, you will. Awesome, man. So, what would you say that this deck's biggest weakness is against?
I would have to say Lava Hound. Lava Hound. If you don't know how to play the matchup, Lava Hound clone could definitely mess you up. And that mostly has to do with the fact that your only defense card, like you only have 3 air defensive cards. Lightning, I wouldn't count lightning as a. I mean, right now I'm playing against Justin Bieber.
And they apparently hate Kevin.
We are going to want to spend our lightning on defense every single time against the Lava Hound. And right here, I actually don't. I have a terrible cycle right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and Prince at the bridge, see what he has. It looks like, this guy's not going to be using a very smart deck, so we can take advantage of this. It could be Sparky. Yeah, it could easily still be Sparky, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a deck that I'm going to be worrying about. Nothing meta at all. The meta Sparky deck that I do want to be careful about though is the one with Lumberjack and Musketeer. That deck is like I would recommend that over your generalized bait Sparky deck, right? Because like bait Sparky, this triple spell with Hunter, we have nothing to worry about. Yeah, but Lumberjack and Musketeer, like, you know, the fact that he can spread out his cards away from my lightning is very, very tricky.
For sure. Was that actually the deck that you were using in your Twitch stream just a few moments ago? By the way, guys, Starlight has an awesome Twitch channel. I'll link that below, as well as your Twitter.
All right, sweet. And also, this is the easiest lightning of my life, by the way. We're going to want to go ahead and snowball these bats because the bats have higher DPS than the Goblin Gang, or the Goblins, of course. Yeah. I said Goblin Gang because he put that down as soon as I said Goblins.
Yeah.
And we're going to get
actually had good value too. He taking out that Sparky.
Yeah, for sure. Mega Minion, by the way. And we're going to go ahead and let this go. See what he... Okay, that's really, really aggressive. He should have used that miner on opposite lane, but this guy's not that good, so...
So it should be easy matchup with double elixir going on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And we're gonna want to go ahead and defend this actually, since he's playing pretty aggressive with that oh yeah, very, very aggressive. We're gonna be able to
lightning value.
Boom,
yeah,
boom,
perfect.
boom.
Well played.
Yep. And Mega Bean should be able to kill it before, and yeah, he should. Yeah, I was gonna say he's either gonna Goblin Gang or Spear Goblins in the middle. And at this point in the game, since he has he has elixir, but I'm gonna feel comfortable with Goleming in the back, and yep, that's expected. So we're gonna go ahead and Prince, same lane as the Goblin Giant, and interesting move to make with that. Do not have Snowball and Cycle, but I do have the Hunter, so we're gonna go ahead and defend this, and this is gonna allow us to have dual lane pressure, right? And then he's gonna have to respond to my Prince. And then we're going to go ahead and lightning right here, forcing him to respond to with more cards. But it looks like we're going to be able to get another hit.
Yeah, awesome job, man. Again, you are absolutely killing it with this deck.
Oh yeah, no, this deck deserves some recognition after I got 28th in global tournament with it.
100%.
So I'm in another match.
For sure.
Here, let's see here. Fact of Life. That's a great name. A Fact of Life. Right now I have a pretty comfortable starting hand. I do not have Golem, so if he plays a Golem as well, I'm going to be very pissed. So he does play Baby Dragon, so at this point we're just going to be playing it really slow, cycle cards and single elixir, until I see a perfect opportunity for me to... Yep, there's the Bandit, and it looks like it's P.E.K.K.A. Ram Rider. Poison Bandit and Baby Dragon is a serious tell. at this point, since he
Especially
did
with the
that, we're going to go ahead and log this, actually. And, let's go ahead and Prince in the back. He's obviously going to respond with either a Electro Wizard or a P.E.K.K.A to this, and that's totally fine. Okay, so right here, I'm expecting him to actually P.E.K.K.A, so we're going to go ahead and value Lightning right here. Sadly, we do not, since the Lightning goes for the strongest troop, obviously, we do not get we don't get a Lightning, the Electro Wizard, before it manages to shoot our Prince. So we're not going to get the damage that we wanted, but it's a good start to the match.
For sure.
So Ram Rider in the back, we do have Log and Cycle. In this situation, that was a really dumb bar barrel, and we're going to go ahead and log right here. And actually, we're going to go ahead and overcommit a little bit since he did Snowball, and no hits from the Ram Rider since we did put our Hunter down. And yeah, it looks like we're going into this game pretty well. I do need to get guards back in Cycle though, in case he if I want to safely Golem. But what I'm going to do right now is Mega Minion right here, because now we do have our guards back in Cycle in case he wants to Bandit. Okay. Actually, since he Baby Dragon, I might want to keep cycling a little bit longer.
Okay.
And see what he does. So most like I want him to respond.
There's
with
the
P.E.K.K.A. Thank you. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. So now the P.E.K.K.A is going to come onto my side, and I have guards in Cycle.
Okay, so you can distract the P.E.K.K.A with the guards and then take it out before it does any real damage. Gotcha.
Exactly. My main concern right now, though, okay, I'm going to be able to Lightning this, is that was actually not my main. There it is. The my main concern was the bar barrel.
Oh, the bar barrel. Gotcha.
The snare was, it wasn't going to do much. So he did end up cycling back to another P.E.K.K.A, and that's totally fine. Prince should be able to take care of a lot of the hit points, and then we're going to go ahead and Snowball right here. I'm hoping. Okay, I did snowball that a little bit wrong. It should have gone a little further than that, but it does. It still does the job that we wanted. And he's going to come in here thinking that he can get some damage off, but really, okay, that's actually going to be a pretty good hit from him. Really well played on offense right there. Sending in the Bandit as well for extra pressure, but it's not going to be enough. And yeah, putting that P.E.K.K.A down lets me know how much elixir he's at, and we are currently we have a pretty significant lead at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and Lightning right here. Should be game.
Wow.
Yep. The bar barrels.
Dude, fantastically played once again. Starlight, you are killing it.
Yeah, no, this is the deck that I want to play against the 20-win challenge. P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider is the deck I want to face, but sadly, we all know Lava Hound Clone is going to be played, so it's going to be a little bit tougher than I would think. Like if I get matched up with Lava Clone 3 times in a row, the chances of me winning all those 3 is not exactly what I would. It's not exactly, or the chances of me winning all 3 of them, yeah, is not what I expect at all. So I'm really hoping that people will know that people are going to want to counter Lava Clone. That's what I'm hoping, and no one's going to play Lava Clone because everyone's countering it, which is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Would you say that Lava Clone is actually the most toxic deck currently in Clash Royale?
It's one of the main decks. Yes, it still is. It's still a very strong deck.
But would you say it's toxic, or would you say that because a lot of people were saying that Mortars used to be a really just annoying toxic deck to play against, but would you say that Lava Clone, since it doesn't take the most skill like an Expo deck, would you say that this is it's a little more toxic to play? What a snowball.
Yeah. But those bats are going to deal a lot of damage, but it's worth it. It's really hard to say, because at the very least, Mortar Bait actually took skill. Lava Clone is almost a brain dead deck, really, to use. Unless you're playing against a poison Inferno Tower decks, because people are actually making those decks, and those decks are actually viable. Inferno Tower poison decks because of Lava Clone. Yeah. Obviously that requires a lot more skill to beat. But other than that, most matchups is going to be very, very relaxed, not very competitive at all. Really all you do is just put Lava Hound and Baby Dragon down and clone it, and that's your push. Do you think a deck like this or a Expo 2.9 can really take down that deck, or no? I had
It's
some
okay to be
success-
unsure.
Yeah, it's really hard because it's really hard to say that 2.9 could beat Lava Clone. It's because Fireball, right? So
Yeah.
since it does not have poison in the deck, it's going to be a lot harder to actually say which deck wins. I would have to say it comes down to the better player, honestly.
Okay.
Like, it depends how experienced you are with the deck and how comfortable you are with your deck, right? So
Yeah,
if you've been playing 2.9 for years, yes, you're going to be able to know how to beat a Lava Clone. But if you just picked up the 2.9 deck like I did and noobishly lost against a very noob Lava Clone player, then yes, you're gonna struggle a lot. Like I never used 2.9.
Mm-hmm.
And so right here we're just going to golem up, by the way, and we should be able to win this push.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I've been distracting you.
No, it's fine, Like, that would have been nice. That would have been really nice.
If you caught that bandit, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but I didn't. Honestly,
This
I would say Lava Clone has matchup. I would say it depends. Well, it also depends what kind of version they're using too, because Barbarians is actually a very popular version to use now with Lava Clone. So okay, right here it's going to be a little bit tricky. We're going to have to snowball this.
Wow.
Right, and we can lightning at this point.
Yeah, that should be GG.
Yeah. I don't know why he bats right there. Bats have nowhere near the health.
The health, yeah.
Lot, buddy.
Do you want to go one more?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
For sure, man. Thank you so much for being on the channel. By the way,
of course.
It's been so much fun.
Honestly, I would prefer to go through the GC to see like if I can play against meta decks, right?
Yeah, 100%.
To show the deck off.
Now, a question that is a little like in the future, but the April update, is there anything that you kind of want to see yourself as like a pro player? Is there anything that like you think needs to be changed or what?
Well, a lot of things changed about the game. I rant about this a lot, but I don't really have that many strong opinions about it. And by the way, we're playing against 2.9, so this should be very, very interesting.
Here we go.
I know this is the matchup that that can get very interesting.
I'll let you focus then if you really want to.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say I don't really want anything, and that mostly has to do with the fact that I don't have a strong opinion about what the game could do better or not. I mostly just complain, and I can't really, I don't really have many answers for it. So
I got you. Yeah, no worries. I know that Bebe, I had LG and Forte on. I don't know, he's another pro player, and he was talking about how he thinks that the Bandit Dash is actually like a little too fast.
No, the Bandit Dash and invincibility is broken as hell.
Yeah.
I think there should be like a 0.2 or at the very 0.2. I think it would be perfect, like pause in between there. So
for sure.
In between the dashes.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so you go right in front, right in the face of that Expo.
Yeah, I made a mistake on stream by goleming right at the front against an Inferno Tower deck, an Inferno Tower Expo deck. I didn't have the elixir for a lightning, so
that could be trouble.
He absolutely annoyed me. But against 2.9, you shouldn't be afraid to golem right in the front.
100%.
So at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and cycle, like try to keep up with his cycle with his Expo.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what do I want to do right here?
I
do not have the cycle necessary to golem, so I just decided to lightning that.
For sure.
Now in this situation against Expo, I am gonna have to golem in front of my King Tower like this.
Okay. And then you're gonna go opposite.
So
we're of the Expo.
Yes. I have to support.
Personally, I love the fact that the Expo got a buff, that health buff.
No,
I think that's so fun.
I'm happy too, but now more and more people are playing it, and it's honestly really, really annoying. but I do think the Expo now is more balanced than it has been in a long time. So,
Totally.
oh, fun fact, by the way, I missed that. I messed up the golem placement right there. So we're just gonna go ahead and lightning right here. And, yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about whether or not I want to go opposite lane. So he is going to go ahead, and I'm waiting for him to give me an opportunity to... actually, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, I messed that up. I was supposed
you should have waited for the log.
I've never tried that before. That's why. I've never tried going for it in the middle. So right here, we're just going to golem to block. And then we should be good. I do have to defend against those archers because those archers are actually going to get a lot of damage on my tower if I let it go. Even without Ice Spirit.
Yeah. Was there a reason why you didn't place that golem on the other side like you were doing before?
Because I wanted to react to the Expo to make sure that I didn't mess up this time because I am a little tired right now, so I do have to accommodate for human error in this matchup.
For sure. Total. Awesome. Using all three of your spells right there.
Yep. Basically, I just cycled back to another golem, essentially.
Okay.
So right now, I'm actually just going to go ahead and leak Elixir to wait for his Expo. Yep.
Okay. This is
honestly right there.
Sorry, you can go.
What's up?
No, I was just going to say, this is honestly like such an even matchup right now. It's crazy.
It is, yeah. Yeah, like people say that, golem lightning counters, 2.9, like no, that's not how this game works, buddy. And okay, this is actually getting to be a lot closer than I thought it would be, so I'm gonna have to play really aggressive right now because he can easily fireball cycle at this point.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wait for the Expo to lock on, and we're gonna go ahead and send in the Prince, and then we're gonna go ahead and send in everything else.
I like this this 2-lane push you got going right now.
Yep.
Alright, let's see how you can defend this. I know that people were also saying that the Tesla might be like best bang for your buck, elixir wise, building in the game. What do you think about that?
Elixir wise, a building? What do you mean?
Versus like the bomb tower or the Inferno tower. Do you think that that's like one of the best or like buildings that you can put down in the game? That's like enough damage against troops to how much elixir it's spent and like
okay. So like the worth factor of it.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously the test is like a really, really strong. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be a tie. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, he can't cycle back in 7 seconds.
Well, dude, awesome game. Awesome gameplay right here. Thank you so much for being on the channel.
Yeah, of course, no problem. That didn't go as I expected it to. I did make a couple mistakes, letting him get locks on and allowing that archer to deal like how much damage onto my tower, like just leaving it alone with the ice golem. So, did make a couple mistakes in that matchup, but either way, without bar barrel though, if you hate Expo, use bar barrel. Forget the log, Yeah. It can deal with it all. It's not going to be as easy of a matchup versus P.E.K.K.A. Ram Rider, but it'll be a better chance against or like you'll absolutely just destroy Expo with it. So,
well, dude, thank you so much for the advice and for sharing this deck for all the viewers.
Yeah, dude, it's no problem.
It's been a pleasure having you on, man.
For sure. Peace out, guys.
See ya.